first up, some breaking news coming in. Afghan citizens in Karnataka are protesting against Taliban as the terror group announced its interim government, which includes designated terrorists. These are those latest pictures coming in of the protests that are underway in Bengaluru. Sagairaj, my colleague, joining us on the broadcast. Sagairaj, what more can you tell us about these protests? All right, we may not just have Sagairaj, he will be connected shortly, but we stay with those pictures coming in from Bengaluru. These are anti-Taliban protests that are now going and voices being raised against the Taliban. Brutality at its peak, as we've been getting you several videos of how the Afghan civilians are being tortured. I believe Sagairaj is back with us on the broadcast. Sagairaj, tell us more about this particular protest in Bengaluru. What are the protesters saying?
So these are the Afghanistani students who are studying here in Bengaluru. They came out to protest against the existing Taliban government and the interference of Pakistan. But unfortunately, they didn't take any kind of permission from the police. Police asked them to go ahead and protest in a different place. They have vacated from town hall. You can see the students are walking towards Mysore Bank Circle here in Bengaluru. And they will hold a protest near Mysore Bank Circle, where they spoke against Pakistan interference in Taliban government. What is it? What exactly is your demand in the protest today?
Like demand is this, that why Pakistan is Pakistan is doing firing. अच्छा क्यों पाकिस्तान के जो लोग जो है क्यों उधर ये ड्रोन हमला कर रहे हैं, जासूस से हमला कर रहे हैं, ये तो इंटरफेयर्स है, पाकिस्तान की इंटरफेयर्स है। तो अभी हम यही बोलना चाहते हैं कि ये लोग क्यों आए हुए हैं, क्यों पाकिस्तान के चीफ आईएसआई जो है वो काबुल में है। तो यही सब कुछ जो पंजशीर के ऊपर जो ये ड्रोन वगैरह कर रहे हैं, ये सब यही ऐसा है, सब कुछ यही लोग हैं और यही कर रहे हैं। सॉरी। हाँ। और
आपका क्या डिमांड है?
डिमांड यही है कि क्यों वो आए हुए हैं, वो अपनी जगह जाए। अगर तालिबान हुकूमत करना चाहती है गवर्नमेंट को
बोलो।
तो हमारा यही है कि यूनाइटेड नेशन जो है ये किस लिए बना है, ये इसीलिए बना है कि लोगों को कंट्रीज के देश के जो प्रॉब्लम है वो सब कुछ वो करे। बट ये लोग जो है ये डायरेक्ट इंटरफेयर्स है, बट अभी कोई देश कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहा है।
So this is the voice of the people here. Yeah. This is the voice of the students who are claiming that the United Nations have to come forward and address, and Pakistan should not interfere in the day-to-day affairs of Afghanistan and as well as that. आपका क्या मांग है, क्या demand आज protest कर रहे हो?
We are protesting against Pakistan.
Okay.
Recently, Pakistan they killed so many people and they bombing the Panjshir provinces of Afghanistan.
Okay.
As you know, Panjshir province, it is the only province in Afghanistan that they resisted recently against the Taliban.
Okay.
So, and then here, the Pakistan people, I don't know what the hell are they came and interfered in our country and they killed so many innocent people, children, kids, innocent people, and also women, pregnant women. Yeah. So today we came to raise our voice and to support Ahmad Masood.
What do you have to say?
We don't want Pakistan in our country. We want our country to be free from Pakistan. And we don't want interference of the other people in our country.
What is your demand from the third world countries like US, India?
We want them to help us free Afghanistan from Pakistan.
So this is the voice of the students who are here. The Afghanistan students are on the street protesting against Pakistan interference in Afghanistan government, and also say that they are the main culprit for all these things which is happening in Afghanistan. Back to you.
Continue talking to us, Sagairaj, because it's very important to put out any and every voice that is standing up against such a massacre that we see when it comes to the humanitarian crisis that is ongoing in Afghanistan, and more importantly, how Pakistan has been fueling all that has been going on. What more are these people saying? How are they going to keep these protests going?
Every country right now. the road. Give me a minute. Yeah. I have lots of things. Light.
All right, we may be having some audio trouble at this point to be able to talk to Sagai Raj, but very important to stay with those pictures that are coming in from Bengaluru and Delhi both. Remember, protests are ongoing at the same time, and these are Afghani students who are now protesting in the national capital and in Bengaluru, raising their voices against the atrocities by the Taliban against Afghan civilians and how Pakistan has been aiding the Taliban. I also want to bring in my colleague Madhurima, who's joining us live from Delhi. Madhurima, we stay with these pictures. What are the protesters saying?
Well, here people are protesting against the involvement of Pakistan in Afghanistan. You can see the way they have put out the posters over here. You can see Imran Khan, Prime Minister of Pakistan's poster here with the red cross over it. ISI there, they are denouncing ISI, they are denouncing the Pakistan government over here. You can also read out all these placards and posters that they have put out here. This is very near the Pakistani embassy and they have collected here raising their voice against the atrocities that are being conducted in the country of Afghanistan, and it is being alleged by them that it is Pakistan that is fueling them the entire, the kind of atrocities that are happening with their people in Afghanistan. So these are the protesters here, and we are bringing you the visuals from near the Pakistani embassy. The security has also been beefed up. We'll move forward and we'll try to speak to some of them. So you are protesting here. So what is that you are protesting against?
We are protesting against the continuous interventionism of Pakistan in Afghanistan, the turbulence that Pakistan is causing in Afghanistan, the problems that Pakistan has been creating since 1975 in Afghanistan, leading to the first, also supporting and providing all kinds of means of support, economic or whether it be military engagements or anything, to the Taliban during the first Taliban war and now again. And we actually demand and urge the international community to hear our problems, to do not turn deaf ears to the atrocities that Pakistan has been causing in Afghanistan, and to sanction Pakistan, which is very necessary at the moment because Taliban has been creating trouble for its neighboring borders, not just for Afghanistan, but for India as well, as we have already seen it. And it's been 4 decades that Pakistan has been trying to create a turbulence.
What is the message today that you want to send out to Pakistan?
That this interventionism, this military engagements, the airstrike that you are causing, it is not going to help you develop Pakistan in any way. It is just going to create more turbulence, create problem for innocent people in Afghanistan. It is not going to benefit you in any way.
Absolutely. So we'll move forward and speak to more people out here who want to say a lot about Pakistan's intervention in Afghanistan. Ma'am, what would you like to say? What is the message that you want to send out today?
First of all, I request to Indian government and all the other countries that please not accept and recognize Taliban government officially. First of all, if you are getting that power, whichever they are do that 20 years ago, they are doing the same thing again and again. So first of all, I request to all the country, especially to India and other countries in the world, to please not recognize Taliban government.
You are protesting against Pakistan
yes.
Here.
And
what
also,
is the kind of involvement that you are alleging?
About Pakistan, as we all know, it's not everyone is not recognized that Taliban, Pakistan have a really direct supporter of Taliban, direct supporter of terrorism. So please stop it, because Afghanistan people is not like in the past years, 20 years ago, which it were. Now they are changed. They want to be democracy. They want to be freedom for their country.
Absolutely. So you can hear all their voices. What they are vouching is for democracy. What they are vouching is for terrorism. And they firmly believe that Pakistan is one strong hand fueling all the notorious activities happening in Afghanistan. We'll move forward and speak to more people as to see that what do they really want here. So today you are standing against the involvement of Pakistan.
I can't speak in the speaking. Yeah.
Whichever language you come.
अच्छा बोलने क्या बोलूँ मैं?
I just want to know. मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ आपसे कि आज आप ये प्रोटेस्ट क्यों कर रहे हैं?
अच्छा, इसीलिए कि अफगानिस्तान को बहुत सिचुएशन तो बहुत आजकल ख़राब है। आप लोग तो न्यूज़ पे भी देखा है ना, तो बहुत बुरा हालत चलता है, लोगों तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम में है सब। ये पता नहीं कि किसकी वजह से ऐसे हो रहा है, ये सब अफगान लोग इतना परेशान है ना, ये तो पता नहीं कि उधर तो क्या तो सीन उधर तो चल रहा है, ये किसको वजह से है कि लोगों इतना परेशान है ना सब अफगानी लोग, ये तो पता नहीं। ये इतना मैं चाहता हूँ कि
So you can hear that these people
All right, Madhurima, thank you for getting us those voices. Of course, it is what we are hearing at this point. And